They say that the toughest battles are always the ones that are fought behind closed doors. The ones that nobody really knows about. They say that on this journey of life, nobody really truly understands one another's struggle, because the truth of the matter is we're all struggling. And this year alone, the truth is you were tested. You were beaten down, and you watched your world burn down around you. Watched as your life spiraled out of control. Like a knife in the chest, you let go of that of which you were too afraid to lose. You were forced to come to terms with your demons. Demons that you chose to ignore for so long. And you know what? You won. You won that battle. Even though the battle is never truly over, you won. And though the conditions were less than ideal, you rose to that challenge. You learned to love yourself again. You found your inner peace, the inner peace that you fought so hard and searched for so long to find. You learned lessons that you never knew you even needed. And just like a phoenix, you rose from your ashes, a new person. And even though the previous chapter ended in such a terrible way, you know that this next one is the one that has to count. For there won't be another chapter after this. And as we reach the final climax of this journey, just know that now is not the time to slow down. Charge forward. Charge forward for yourself. Charge forward for those who can't no longer. Charge forward for your future and leave nothing behind except for your legacy. Man, this year has been crazy, to say the least. 2022. I mean, what can I truly say? Oh, I'm gonna fix this lighting real quick. There we go. Going into this year, I experienced so much change so fast that I had a hard time trying to grasp it all, and it was tough at first, you know. Moving into a new place, selling my old one, getting a divorce, you know, there was a lot that happened in this year, and it ultimately affected my art, you know. And so the first half of the year, I didn't really create as much as I wanted to, you know. But when I did create, because of me being in this weird headspace, I was able to create some of my best pieces yet. And even though I'm going into this new year by myself, I feel like I'm going into it a much better artist, a much better creative, a much better person than I was going into 2022. I look back at all my videos and my photos from this year, and I can visibly see the progression. And I hear it all the time that from a lot of my friends and a lot of people who I've been talking to, that they can tell that I do seem happier, especially with my art, you know. This year I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about who I am, what I want to do, and how I'm going to do it. I started my podcast, the same podcast I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. And I'm happy that I've done it because I've been getting feedback. Though not very many people are listening, I've been getting feedback from a couple of people who do. And I am truly honored that somebody is listening out there. I am truly honored that somebody is watching my videos, that somebody is you know, liking my pictures, sharing them, and inspiring them. You know, I'm honored to be where I'm at right now. And there are times where I'll be editing a picture or I'll be watching one of my old videos and I think to myself, this is not where I want it to be. This is not how I want my setup to be. My life doesn't feel complete. And then I'm humbled. And then I get humbled by somebody, by a complete stranger that tells me, hey, your setup, where you are in your life is exactly where I want to be. And I snap back to reality and I'm like, wow. This year I have learned a lot. And I'm going to keep on learning. I'm going to keep on pushing myself creatively. I'm going to keep on pushing myself through these videos, through these photos, and I am just going to go have fun. Part-time creator, full-time creator, doesn't matter. I'm going to have so much fun with these videos and keep growing on this channel. I am so close to 100 followers. My first 100 followers. And it's all because I really tried this year. Because I really pushed myself, especially the second half of 2022. I'm excited to go into 2023 a different person. I'm excited to go into this, you know, with so many different creative ideas. Because now is the time for me to just go. And if you're watching this and you are on the fence of going for something that you were unsure of, I'm telling you, in 2023, just go. Try it. Do it. Walk it. Dream it. Just go. I promise you, no matter what the outcome is, it's better knowing that you could or couldn't do something versus always wondering if. And you never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. You never know who is there supporting you. And you might be surprised. So just keep going. And if you haven't started, start. So every year I like to end the year talking about my promises to myself. My promises going into the new year. And though I don't think I kept some of those promises from last year because of the circumstances, I am definitely going to promise myself and keep these promises going into 2023. So my promise number 1, I promise to stay creative and keep posting on this regular schedule that I am doing. Be it 2 times a month, 3 times a month, I am going to be a lot more active, you know, here on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm going to be more and I'm going to do more as a creator. Promise number 2, I promise to keep growing as a creative. I promise to keep working on my skills as a videographer, as a photographer, and as a human being, to just keep going and learning new stuff, stepping outside of my comfort zone on a regular basis to create beautiful works of art and taking you all on that journey with me. Promise number 3, I promise to always have fun. I was so bad in the past with taking on projects and doing videos that weren't fun. And I would do them just to do them. And sometimes they would benefit me, but not always. This time I'm promising myself to be more selective with who I work with. To be more precise with the concept that I want, you know, and really just keeping the idea of if I'm not having fun, I'm doing it wrong. Because that's a concept that I live by every day. And especially now more than ever. Promise number 4. I promise to learn everything I possibly can about all of my cameras. keep the cameras that I have just because I think I am over the whole gas fascination. And more importantly, I promise on actually doing reviews and talking about my setup more on a regular basis, so that way I can still inspire and help, if you're curious about any of the Fujifilm cameras. Or my S5, because I just cleaned that guy up and I'm planning on using that a lot more too. Promise number 5. Promise to always be me. I promise to always be my most authentic self. When I first started YouTube, I wanted to be a vlogger. I wanted to show and promote a lot of just who I was, and I wanted to really take everybody on this journey with me. And this was before I got into photography. Once I got into photography, I still very much wanted to incorporate vlog style videos with, be it reviews or just in general. Even like some of my behind the scenes stuff, I try to do like a vlog style, and I feel like by sharing just a little bit about myself, sharing a little bit about my personality, that it makes my videos genuine. It makes me a genuine person. It makes everybody who I interact with who has seen my videos realize that, oh, you're the same person that I saw on YouTube. Because I am. And that's what I want to be. I don't want to create a character. I don't want to, be something that I'm not. Because that's not me. And it never will be. So going into 2023, I'm going to always keep that in mind. To be my best self, my real self, and live my best life. Alright everybody, well thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you're newer to this channel and you just got in towards the end of the year, thank you for helping me grow as a creative. I am literally so close to my first 100 subscribers and I just want to keep on going. So I appreciate you. For the OGs who have been here from the beginning, who have seen this crazy transition that I was in, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate you. You've been a huge help with this whole just growing in general. It's been great. And 2023, I'm going into this new year a lot more confident, a lot more better of a person, with better mindset than I did going into 2022. And I am excited. And every time I start to feel down a little bit about my situation, I have to remind myself that, I got this. So, 2023, if you're having a hard time going into this new year, I want you to look into that mirror and tell yourself, you got this. I got this. We got this. So let's get it. So with that being said, I wish you all a happy new year. Stay safe. Stay creative. And like always, love, peace, hair grease. Catch you all in the next year.